Welcome to this special edition of NewsWatch. I'm Norman Seawright reporting the day's top stories. Stick around, we'll have it for you here. Oxford police are still investigating the bomb threat aimed at Ole Miss football players. Police Chief Mike Martin says no arrests have been made yet, but investigators and the FBI do have clues that may lead them to a suspect. The university says they will pursue maximum penalties for anyone who levies such threats against our community. Here's Margaret Ann Morgan with more on the story.
Every morning, students and faculty wake up to a UM Today email that is usually skimmed through or deleted, but yesterday a very important email was sent by the university with the title Campus Safety. It was sent in response to an off-campus bomb threat yesterday morning that was amended within an hour of the call to Oxford police. I was able to sit down with Associate Provost Noah Wilkin this morning to ask him about campus safety and how students and faculty should respond in an event like yesterday's.
When one of these threats is levied against anyone on our campus or anybody affected, the first concern is to protect the safety of the individuals. Once that happens, then our procedures kick into place to respond to that threat, to mitigate that threat, and then to take actions necessary to return the campus and the individuals involved to the state of safety that we experience on a daily basis.
Dr. Wilkin says that the Ole Miss community will be informed of any harm through three main outlets: Red Alert, which is the mass text messaging system on campus, email blasts like the one received yesterday, and updates of the Ole Miss emergency webpage, which is www.olemiss.edu/emergency. In regards to yesterday's incident, which was off campus, Dr. Wilkins says that the actions taken were, quote, measured and appropriate given the circumstances of the situation, end quote. Ole Miss is nationally recognized for its campus safety, but as Dr. Wilkin mentioned this morning, it is the responsibility of each individual to maintain that safety. And should you ever receive a bomb threat, please do become familiar with the checklist right here that is provided by Homeland Security. It can be found on the Ole Miss emergency site. It has things such as how is the caller responding, what does he or she say, and any information that he gives about the bomb. Now, when you do receive this information, please do remember that, as always, report any suspicious information to UPD by calling 4911.
Thanks, Margaret Ann. Mississippi institutions of higher learning have asked lawmakers for more money this year as a last resort. Budget cuts have been made, programs consolidated, but the schools cannot sustain themselves as is. The Mississippi voter ID law is unlikely to receive approval from the Department of Justice and may go to court. The state's plan is to allow people to visit any courthouse to get a free ID, and they will accept student IDs. The state will have to prove that the ID will come at no cost to voters and that it would be a painless process to obtain one. The City of Oxford has approved the new ordinances that will make parking enforcement more strict on the square. The 2-hour parking limit has been changed from 8 to 5 to 8 to 8. This ordinance allows enforcement on Saturdays as well, and a parking management company has been hired to enforce a parking limit on Saturdays. The state's prepaid college tuition plan is being halted to study its financial viability. There are more than 22,000 people already enrolled in the program, and they will be protected. Coming up after the break, more on the bomb threat at LSU. Also, sad news out of Greenville as the city's mayor steps down. Stay with us after the break.
For a limited time at Domino's, large 2-topping pizzas are only $5.99 each when you carry out, which is why we brought in Dale.
Dale Lamroot, Domino's fastest pizza box folder.
Because when you have a $5.99 carry-out deal this amazing, the last thing you want to do is run out of boxes.
Because no box, no carry-out.
This week only, carry out large 2-topping pizzas for just $5.99 each, only at Domino's.
I am a rebel.
I am a wellness rebel. I am a research rebel.
A business rebel.
I'm a creative rebel.
A visionary.
A leader.
I am an innovator.
I am a rebel.
I am a rebel.
I am a rebel. I am an Ole Miss rebel.
Making a difference in the world.
My dad's one of the producers.
Bring this one.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Welcome back. Greenville Mayor Chuck Jordan has announced his resignation effective at midnight on Monday. Jordan has cited a pancreatic cancer diagnosis as the reason for his resignation. Vice Mayor Carolyn Weathers will be acting mayor until a special election is held on October 22nd. With bid day fast approaching, store sales on the Oxford Square are booming. With phones ringing off the hook, customers are placing orders for good luck gifts.
We've got just a ton more stuff, a ton more options. The moms have been great. We love to try to, get to know them, get to know their girls, and see what they really like so they can really have something fun for bid day.
With Rush Week coming to an end on Sunday, sorority sales for Square owners will decrease. Baton Rouge police have arrested a man in connection to the bomb threats that triggered the evacuation at the LSU campus, but they don't believe he's connected to the threats at 3 other universities. LSU Police Captain Corey Lalonde said officers arrested William Bouvet after having traced his 911 call to a deactivated cell phone that he used. ChickFilA has promised to stop giving money to anti-gay groups and to remove themselves from political and social debates. Chicago Alderman Joe Moreno refused to allow the chain to open in the Northwest Side ward until the company softened their stance on gay marriage. Did you know that today is National Talk Like a Pirate Day? Everyone knows Johnny Depp is the ultimate pirate, but a few Ole Miss students need some lessons.
Hello, boys and girls, or whatever. My name is Captain Jack Sparrow. I take it some of you have heard of me.
Today be National Talk Like a Pirate Day. I guess I'd be going to watch an R-rated movie.
They don't call me Long John because my head is so big.
Yes, that is a hornpipe in me pocket, and I am happy to see you.
Arr, matey.
Arr.
Arr, have to chase after me, booty.
Arr, arr, yo ho ho, where's the bottle of rum, I'd like to know.
Talk Like a Pirate Day started in 2002 with a humor columnist who claimed to have stated the idea because they always talk to each other like a pirate for years. AT&T has declared this Don't Text and Drive Pledge Day. This company wants as many people as possible to promise that they won't ever text and drive again. Texting while doing other things has become almost second nature, especially for college students. But if you text behind the wheel, you are 23 times more likely to get in a wreck than if you're giving your full attention.
It's very good that they are doing a non-texting and driving day. They're, recognizing it as a national movement today. I can say as someone who has totaled their car from texting and driving that we definitely need more emphasis on this, because even though people say not to do it, it's not real until you actually experience the negative effects of it or you know someone who has.
In Switzerland and all of Europe, it's very strict about it because maybe 5 years ago there was a huge accident in France which killed 2 policemen because a woman was texting during driving, and she killed 2 policemen on the edge of the road. So now it's very strict about it.
Many celebrities have joined to campaign to stop texting and driving, including our own Dexter McCluster, who rapped a song called Don't Text and Drive. And that's it for our special edition of NewsWatch. Thank you to Margaret Ann and all those who contributed. My name is Norman Seawright. Catch us online tomorrow. Thank you and good night.